Hey guys, LuckyHD here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, not going to be too much editing. I actually just kind of wanted to come on here and talk about my thoughts about what Loomian Legacy 2025 is going to look like. You know, sometimes, hey, I just want to get on here, turn on the mic, turn on the camera, and speak. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. We're going to be talking about what I think the future of Loomian Legacy, or at least Loomian Legacy in 2025, is hopefully going to bring. Talking about some of my predictions and hopes for this game. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video, go to that like, subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so Loomian Legacy is, shaping up this year to hopefully have Route 9 come to the game. I think that's, kind of the one thing that everybody at least assumes is going to be coming to the game, because if it doesn't, then that is very, very concerning, okay? Of course, it's been almost a year and a half since the last story update, that of course being Atlantean City Part 2, and Atlantean City Part 2 was a really great and well-made update. Now, however, Route 9 is supposed to be the next update. However, Route 9 I don't think is going to be necessarily the scale that a lot of people are thinking. Obviously, we know that we are also getting Frostvale inside of the game. This was confirmed during the Atlantean Part 2 update in a little bit of a story beat at the end, but if you ask me, I don't think that we're actually going to be getting Frostvale with Route 9. Instead, what I think that we're going to be getting is something more akin to Route 8. I think this route is probably going to have something, like some little new mechanic or whatever, just like how Route 8 had. And also, of course, it is going to, push the story forward a little bit. But I don't think that it's going to be this massive update with a bunch of story like everybody is thinking. Because once again, let's remind ourselves that this is called the Route 9 update. This is not called the Frostvale update. This is called the Route 9 update. This is the same verbiage that they used whenever they were talking about Route 8 back in the day and UMV, which that in itself is, honest to God, that is crazy. The fact that Route 8 literally came out, I think, probably, 2020? I'm pretty sure it came out in 2020, which is just, again, absolutely insane to think about. It came out at the end of 2020 in, I think, December, and we are just now getting our 9th route. That's insane. Obviously, we've gotten stuff in between that. We've gotten, like, Lotta Sun and all that stuff, but in terms of, like, a route number basis, it's just really funny going from 8 to 9 in the span of, like, 5 years almost. But yeah, this new route is almost definitely just going to be in the exact same format and the exact same way that they did Route 8. But speaking of Route 8, what are some other updates that I think could come to the game this year? Well, I think another update that is hopefully going to be coming to this this year is going to be an update to the Goppy Pond, okay? I really think it is time to update the Goppy Pond, because the Goppy Pond is one of those things where it's kind of just sat there. Like, even back inside of Pokemon Brick Bronze, they were doing art competitions for, new reskins for the Magikarp and all that stuff, and hopefully they continue that tradition this year, and, maybe we'll see a little art competition for some Goppy reskins, okay? That would be cool. The last time that we had anything even remotely Goppy related, I believe, was around 2 or 3 years ago, and that was for the Loomunity event. Speaking of course, the Loomunity event, we have to talk about what the events are going to be this year. What types of events are we going to be seeing? Obviously, we are going to be seeing the Loomunity event. I mean, I don't think anybody's really going to be surprised about that. It seems that the Loomunity event, though, is now going to be an actual physical location akin to things like, Sweet Retreat and the haunted areas and, the Jolly Village, like that type of stuff, which, I mean, I'm kind of mixed about, because I have very, strong opinions about the fact that Loomian Legacy shouldn't really be putting, a boatload of Loomians and all that stuff behind event walls and stuff like that. Like, when almost over half of the game's Loomians are literally locked to events, I think it really gets to a point. But, whatever, I digress. But we're going to be getting, obviously, the Loomunity event. We're probably going to be getting new Loomians with that as well. And, of course, hopefully, we're going to be getting the Cosmere event returning with white and black Cosmere. I've been saying this for years. I really, really, really hope that they finally do white and black Cosmere this year. Because I really think it would be cool. I think even do a gray Cosmere. Okay, do white, black, and gray Cosmere, and boom, you have yourself a great event. They already have the anti-Matterite and the Matterites and all that stuff, which are literally those colors. So realistically, they should be actual Cosmere forms, but again, anyways. I also think, of course, you know, we're going to be getting the standard stuff. We're going to be getting, you know, the Halloween event during Halloween, the Christmas event, basically the same stuff, okay? But all in all, I think the events this year are, you know, going to be fine. I mean, I don't think we're going to be getting anything too crazy. I think everything's just going to be the exact same as it has been. Of course, if that changes, I would love to see that, but for now, I don't really think so. All right, next up, let's go ahead and talk about Vari evolutions. I really want them to do another Vari evolution because, in my opinion, all right, back when the whole 2021 period and 2022 of Vari evolutions were coming out, I strongly believe that was peak Loomian Legacy. When all of the Vari evolutions, you know, we would get something new every single week, and there was something new to look forward to. That was the peak of Loomian Legacy, in my opinion. I had so much fun, you know, and I know a lot of you guys did who were there, figuring out the secrets every week of, you know, all the new Vari evolutions, and I really wish they kept that up, or at least, you know, kind of brought that feeling back of maybe even just out of this year, dedicate 3 weeks, all right? 3 or 4 weeks to doing some new Vari evolutions. I think the community would really enjoy that. The last Vari evolution that we got was, of course, Hydrolin. And Hydrolin, sad to say, very forgettable. A lot of the community does not like the design of it at all. And before that, I believe it was Pyrolin. That was the last one that got an evolution. And again, that was years ago. Like, Armenti was still making videos, all right, when that came out. So again, I really hope that we actually get a Vari evolution. I've talked with Lando in the past, you know, in terms of the Vari evolutions, and even as of like 2 years ago, he has said that the artists have made numerous Vari evolutions, and there's a ton of them that have already been done. So, you know, again, why they're sitting on them, and you know, the fact that they're on the backlog for so long kind of just confuses me. Like, I really think they would benefit from actually just putting some of these out in the game. And again, I hope that they actually do that this year. Finishing things off, of course, it seems we're going to be getting, you know, PvP seasons about, I would say, once every 3 to 4 months, meaning that we're going to be getting probably about 4 seasons a year when it comes to PvP, maybe 3. We don't really know yet. And of course, the first season, you know, not season 0, the first season is going to start next week, if I remember correctly. And then that should lead, again, give that about 3 months. That should end in about May. And then there's going to be one that goes over summer and all that stuff. So for all you PvPers out there, we're probably going to be getting a ton of PvP seasons this year. But yeah, that is about it. Realistically, if you ask me, in my opinion, will Loomian Legacy have an interesting year? Maybe. That's my answer. I mean, obviously, in an ideal world, everything that I say in this video comes true, and guess what? They have an amazing year. The Loomian Legacy comeback, you know, happens. Very unlikely considering the state of all creature capturing games, but, you know, I think something like this would definitely be a good start and a good kind of hook to bring people back in. I mean, I feel like at this point, Loomian Legacy really just has to rely on, like, nostalgia baiting and all that stuff. Really just getting people to feel what they felt during the peaks of the game, all right? And again, that's why I bring up stuff like the Vari updates, because, I mean, let's not be delusional here. There is not a snowball's chance in hell that they are releasing Frostveil this year. I would love if they did, but they're not. All right, so again, we're only going to be getting one new route, and I say only, but, you know, hey, honestly, at this point, we take what we can get in this game. But yeah, I think, you know, doing stuff like the Varis and all that stuff, I think really would be a good step forward for the game, and once Frostveil comes out in 2026, we're really just going to have to assess then, you know, how effective everything was with this year's hype. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below, what is an update that you are most looking forward to? What is an update that is at the top of your priority list? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, go to the like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.